Hi guys, what is up? It's Ed here from eBusiness Boss, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Amazon PPC, how to maximize your profit and how to get a grip of your ACOS percentage. So the other day, me and the guys, we were sat around and we were discussing our new Amazon PPC strategy for the UK, for Europe, what we wanted to do with the budget, where we wanted to spend it. Did we want to go exact manual campaign? Did we want to go auto budgeting to sort of harvest keywords? And then we started realizing that the knowledge that we've built over the past 4 to 5 years has literally taken 4 to 5 years. And we started discussing how difficult it was in the early days when we first started doing Amazon PPC, just straight away trying to understand half of the stuff that Amazon are talking about with pay-per-click. What did ACOS mean? And we realized that we actually had a lot of information that we could share with you guys. So I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll look after the Amazon PPC. I'll do a video on it, a little slideshow, try and discuss sort of the pros and the cons, our strategy, what we try and look for when setting up Amazon PPC. And then I realized that actually, if I was to do it in one slideshow, in one video, we'd probably be sat here for hours and hours, because there's so many strategies that you could use. There's so many different ways that you could do it. And what we're going to do, we're going to give you guys a sort of a free online video course, a tutorial with maybe sort of 4 or 5 videos breaking it down, how we do it. So how we work our PPC, how we try and maximize the profits, and how we try and manage our ACOS. And by no means our way is the only way of doing it. There will be many people that will either agree with how we do things or disagree, but it's definitely worked for us in the past sort of 4 to 5 years. So yeah, let's get into it. So for complete newbies and people wanting to understand what Amazon PPC is, Amazon PPC is, well, a lot of things. Amazon PPC, Amazon sponsored ads, Amazon advertising, but basically it's a platform for sellers available on Amazon Seller Central to maximize their product sales online and brand build. Amazon PPC, so PPC standing for pay-per-click, is a method of advertising where the seller pays for the advertisement only if the potential buyer clicks and views the product. So you have other advertising methods which are known as pay per purchase, where you only end up paying if someone pays for the actual product, but with Amazon it's pay per click. So you've probably seen when you're on Amazon and you've searched anything you want to buy, you've probably seen adverts for the product that you're looking to purchase, and some of them will have in faint writing underneath sponsored next to them. So that is a pay-per-click advert. So if you go ahead and click on that item that you're interested in, so it's a water bottle, a pair of trainers, a t-shirt, maybe like this cool eBusiness Boss t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, and it's got sponsored, the person that's advertising that product, the seller, is going to pay for that click. And that click could have cost them anywhere from 5 pence, 5 cents to £2, $2. You set your criteria as you set up your pay-per-click advertising. But that is exactly what Amazon pay-per-click advertising is. So, in our opinion, Amazon PPC is a necessity when launching new products and ensuring the longevity of products in an ever-growing and competitive market. Back in the day, well, depending on how long you've been selling on Amazon, incentivized reviews were a big thing that a lot of people used. We tended to stay away from it because, well, it was just not the right thing to do, but a lot of people used to use it. So when we were setting up pay-per-click campaigns, we were able to do it at a very competitive rate because not everyone was using pay-per-click. Since Amazon have really tightened down on people doing incentivized reviews and basically harvesting positive reviews, even if they're fake, everyone is now jumping on PPC, which makes it very competitive, which means that if you're going to be running PPC campaigns at either a break-even or a profitable rate, you need to be making sure that you're doing the right things and understanding exactly what you're doing. If you're not understanding exactly what you're doing, then you're going to be spending a lot of money and not getting the results that you need. Again, if you're new to advertising on Amazon, you've probably seen the term ACOS, right? So let me explain to you exactly what ACOS is. So for anyone involved in Amazon PPC advertising, you will be aware of the phrase ACOS. So if you don't know what it stands for advertising cost of sale. So the ACOS is what's used to measure the performance of your campaigns on Amazon. ACOS indicates the percentage of attributed sales spent on advertising. So if you've made a sale and you've made the sale for a sponsored link, the ACOS is what indicates what percentage of that sale was spent on advertising. So it will either be 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, whatever your ACOS availability is on the product. Like I said earlier, ACOS has become a lot more important and influential since the banning of incentivized reviews, so you do need to get it right. So I'm going to show you how we, or not how we calculate ACOS on Amazon, but how Amazon ACOS is calculated. So I'll be honest, the first couple of years, like I said earlier, because PPC wasn't so needed in the early days, for at least for us with Amazon, we set up our campaigns and our ACOS percentages were so low, we were able to just let them run and we knew that we were making a profit on them. What changed for us was when incentivized reviews were banned and Amazon really tightened down on it, and we needed to know exactly what we were spending on our advertising, and we needed to know exactly how to work the ACOS out. So I'm going to run through with you exactly what you would need to work out the ACOS for each of your products. And this will be the same whether your product is retailing at £5, $5 or £500, $500. This is just maths. It works exactly the same way for every single product. So you'll need to know the selling price. So that will be how much you're charging the customer, the cost of the good, so the purchase cost of one unit from your supplier, the FBA fees. If you're unsure what Amazon are charging, you can check out the FBA calculator. We'll put it in the description below for Europe and for the US. So FBA fees, if you're merchant fulfilled, that will just be your referral fee. If you're FBA, then that will be your referral fee and your fulfillment fee. And then miscellaneous costs, so maybe the cost of shipping, the cost of VAT, depending on what country you're in and what country you're selling from. And yeah, that's what will make up what your ACOS percentage is made of, or what you're able to spend, on your ACOS when setting up your advertising campaign. So let's take a look at a simple equation now to ensure that your ACOS is at the very least breaking even. So here's the ACOS equation, part one. Don't worry, it's not big, but it was easier to fit it onto 2 slides to make it sort of as simple as possible for you guys. So like I've highlighted in red, the maths behind working on Amazon ACOS is the same for every product, no matter how big or small. The numbers shown are purely an example. So for this example here, we've got the selling price at $10.99, we've got the cost of the goods at $135, we've got the FBA fees at $338, we've got the miscellaneous fees at $220. So what we're going to do, we're going to subtract the cost of the goods, the FBA fees and the miscellaneous fees from the selling price, which will leave us with the following profit per unit. So here you can see we've got the selling price, which is $10.99, minus the FBA fees, the cost of the goods, the miscellaneous fees, which will give us a profit of $4.06 on the unit. So here's part 2 of the equation. So as the profit is $4.06, this means technically we can spend up to $4.06 and still get the sale and be profitable, right? So obviously if you're selling it, if you're advertising, you're spending your advertising budget of $4.06, it's obviously going to be break even, but you're still getting the sale, which we'll talk about a bit later on, about how that can still be really positive for your business and for your brand. So how do we work out the ACOS that Amazon are showing us? And most importantly, how do we make sure that we're at least breaking even on the sale? So what we do, we simply take the profit from the sale and divide it by the selling price. So in this case, it would be the $4.06. We're going to divide it by the $10.99, which will give us 0.369. So we're now going to times this by 100% to work out the percentage, and that will give us 36.9%. So for ease, we're going to round it up to 37%. So it's that easy. It's simply that easy, and that is the equation for working out your ACOS. So for this particular product, this dummy product, we'd be able to spend up to 37% ACOS acquiring a sale. So when you're in the Amazon screen and you're looking at your advertising and it's all a blur and you've got different campaigns running and you've got the ACOS that runs down the side, that's what you want to be looking at. So now what you can do, you can go back for every single one of your products, whether you've got 1, 10, 20, and you can work out the ACOS exactly for each product to ensure that you're at least breaking even on that product. So that's how you work out the ACOS, guys. Like I said, if you want to go through it again, go back in the video, pause it, you can write down the equation, the video will be here so you can come back and look at it again. So that's how you work out ACOS. That's sort of the math side. But obviously you're on our channel, we're doing what we're doing, so I thought I'd also let you know sort of what our ACOS percentage goals are and what we're doing in terms of sort of playing the long game and not looking for instant results. Like with everything we do, we know it's the long hauls, and that's what we're here for. So you may be wondering why we would want to only break even on an advertising campaign. And you're right, of course. In an ideal world, you want to make as much profit per unit sold as possible. But with the ever-changing landscape of Amazon, brand building is becoming more and more important. So buyers are becoming more sophisticated, and so are Amazon. It's with this that we as sellers need to keep up. We're happy to break even on a campaign, as yes, you may not be making the profit on that individual sale, but we are going to be building confidence in our brand and we aren't losing money. So PPC sales also attribute to the ranking of keywords on Amazon, which is of course an added benefit. So you think if you see an advert on TV for a big global brand, you're not necessarily going to go out and buy that product immediately, but someone might. And it's the same with PPC. Someone might click on your product and they might not buy the product, but now you're in their mind, they're thinking about you, they've searched for that type of product. So if you're getting the branding right, if your images are great, if your product's great, people are going to come back and buy. Like I said, it's also going to help with your keyword ranking as well. And also, we're also confident with the average lifetime value gained from our PPC campaigns, which will mean customers will either return to purchase again at full price or potentially try some of our other products. So like I just mentioned, it's not about always making the instant sale, it's about building your brand and building trust with the customer and being confident in what you're selling. So this in turn will preserve our Amazon product ecosystem. So that's just how we refer to each individual product's life cycle, so the actual ecosystem, how it's breathing, how it's living, how we're looking after it, which is important. Some people sometimes think that it's just the initial setup with your Amazon PPC campaigns and you let it run, but it isn't. We're continually, every 3-6 months, looking at each campaign, what's working well, what's not working well. If something's not working well, we turn it off. Simple as that. That money can be better spent in other areas where we can make more money and get the product in front of the people that we actually want to get it in front of. So yeah. So hopefully from this slideshow, what we've learned. So on a basic level, we've learned what Amazon PPC is, and more importantly, what Amazon's ACOS percentage actually is. We've shown you an easy way to calculate ACOS percentage to ensure you aren't losing money on advertising. We've shown you our ACOS percentage goals and our strategy. Like I said, it's worked for us well so far, and what we're always trying to do, we're always trying to look for new and innovative ways to save money on our PPC, but also spend our money well when setting up our PPC. So we're not averse to spending if we know that we're spending it in the right way, which is always important. Don't just spend for the sake of it. Try and come up with a new innovative way to get your PPC campaigns performing as well as possible. All I can say, guys, is thanks for watching this video and keep an eye out for the next videos. Like I said, we're going to be looking to do maybe another 4 or 5 videos related to Amazon PPC. Because we also use software as well to manage our PPC campaigns. We have a lot of products, and if we were to do it manually, it would probably be a daily task that would take hours and hours. So we're using software like Ignite and also Helium 10 for finding our keywords, which we'll link to below in the description if you just want to go and check them out. But I'm also going to be doing some videos in the future about Ignite, how we use Ignite to maximize our PPC campaigns to keep the cost down and maximize the profit. So yeah, guys, if you've got any questions, fire away in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, turn on the notifications button just to keep up to date with all the videos we're doing. Thanks, guys.